pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Laws of 1975, the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the South River Board of Education was provided in the following manner. On January 17, 2024, the notice was delivered to the office of the South River Borough Clerk and posted at the Board of Education Administration Building. On January 17, 2024, the notice was faxed, mailed to the following newspapers: Home News Tribune and Star Ledger. On January 17, 2024, the notice was posted at the South River Borough Clerk's office. Roll call, Mr. Rosen.
Mr. Bazak.
Here.
Mr. Budson.
Here.
Mrs. Bush.
Ms. Bush has been excused.
Mrs. Byrne.
Here.
Mrs. Lau.
Here.
Mr. Nielsen.
Here.
Mrs. Sadowski.
Here.
Ms. Young Yao.
Here.
Mrs. Urbanik.
Mrs. Bannock has been excused.
Mr. Manuel Bezerra.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Mr. Rosen, would you go over the minutes of, please?
So there's been no additional, no additions from our Monday meeting.
Okay. Use of facilities.
We do have, so under our use for facilities, we just have a small change on number 1570, Borough of South River.
Motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Financial reports. Ms. Lau.
Thank you. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby certifies that it is in receipt of the financial reports which indicates that no major account has been overexpended and that sufficient funds are available to meet the district's financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year. The Finance Committee recommends that the reports of the Board Secretary and the Treasurer of School Monies for January 2024 and February 2024 be approved, and I so move.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Dr. Zurcher, the
Yes,
floor is yours.
yes, thank you. Okay, for my monthly superintendent's report, I just went over the budget, and it will be posted on our district website in the news section on the front cover of our page. I also discussed our early learning center and the progress that we are making in that regard. And I also post this superintendent's report on our website under the superintendent's page as well. We talked about our SDA projects that are coming up. That was also in our budget. I want to remind our families and our parents to please be on the lookout for so many end-of-year events. Please make sure that you are visiting our social media page, also found with a link from our website, and making sure that your children and you are aware of all of those opportunities, as well as our summer programs list. We have a lot of opportunities from pre-K all the way to grade 12 for the summer, so please make sure that you check those out and please register your child to attend. Our curriculum fair is coming up. That is scheduled now for Friday, May 24th from 5 to 7 p.m. We will have a display of a lot of our students' work. We will have our art show that evening. We will have performances that evening. Our robotics team, our winning robotics team, is going to be showing off some of what they have been doing. And then we will also have many people from the community who will be here with us at the curriculum fair, speaking about what they can provide for our community members as well. So please make sure that you put that date on your calendar and you join us on that day. Oh, and Star Lab. We also have a Star Lab, our inflatable planetarium. Will be here on that day as well. So it's an exciting day. Please make sure to come. And then our instructional focus. I do want to point out to the community our school performance reports are posted on our district website. We also posted a link on our social media page. And I want to really make sure that everybody knows that these performance reports are the most accurate and reliable. Those Those reports that do not show student progress, student grade level, subject area are not reliable sources of information, but definitely these school performance reports are developed by the New Jersey Department of Education, not by the district, and they are the most accurate information about how our students are performing. So I encourage you to please take a look at those and really see how our students performed. The reports are a year behind, but it's really good information for parents to take a look at. We have HIB numbers, confirmed HIB numbers 12, 13, and 14 for your approval on this board agenda as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zosha. Motion?
Motion to move the superintendent's report as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. At this point, we'll go to reception of visitors. At this time, the public may address agenda items only. Please state your name and address. Please keep your comments to a 10-minute timer. First call, second call, third call, close the public portion. There will be another time later in the meeting for anything if you wish at that time. Consent resolution? John.
So the South River Board of Education, by means of a consent resolution, adopt various resolutions of a routine and non-controversial nature at one time. And whereas the below listed resolutions are hereby adopted by the said Board of Education in whole, as if the same were individually acted upon, and those are the Board Secretary 2.2, the Superintendent of Schools 3.2, the President of the Board 5.2 through 5.4, the Buildings and Grounds 7.1, the Finance 8.1 through 8.49, under Instruction 9.1 through 9.4, under Policy and Legislation 11.1 through 11.4, under Human Resources 12.1 through 12.38, under Safety and Risk Management 13.1 through 13.4.
Roll call?
Motion.
Oh, motion on that?
So moved.
John, second?
Second.
Johnny, I will be abstaining on two items, I could let you know.
Yeah.
Items number 8.16 and 8.29?
8.29?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll call, John?
Okay. Mr. Basak?
Yes.
Mr. Butson?
Yes.
Mrs. Byrne?
Yes.
Mrs. Lau?
Yes.
Mr. Nielsen?
Yes.
Mrs. Sadowski?
Yes.
Ms. Young Yao?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to go to our committee reports. We're going to start off with athletics. Mr. Budzen.
Not the on the agenda, but in April is Autism Month. The softball and baseball team took part of it on April 9th, 19th, and 21st. Jason Brill and Madison Felucci were named GMC Sports Award winners. Senior Alexa Van Yum was selected South River NJSA Scholar Athlete. And if you saw an article about Mark Vanilla, an ex-graduate from South River High School, was the Alabama Crimson Tide basketball manager, and in South River he did play some sports, and he's planning to go for his master's degree. And finally, Michael Lepore won his 292nd game career win, which is one above his father's record. And that's all I have.
Congratulations, sir. Next, we have buildings and grounds. Dr. Zurcher and Camille and I went down to Georgia to see the building of our modular learning center. We took a tour of the factory. Do we have?
We do.
This is the, that's the name, Titan Modular Systems and Company. So, I don't know who has the clicker.
I have it? No.
It's on the
It's on the podium.
All right, let me go.
Okay. This is the air conditioning duct system. They fabricate everything right there on site. Nothing comes in. Everything is done on site by this company alone. It comes in sheet metal, and it's bent right there. As you can see, the young lady in the back over there, she's bending it up. So the air duct system is designed specifically for our system right then and there. Next. These gentlemen are putting together interior walls, and as you see the insulation behind them, they'll nail this and glue this, and then they'll turn it over. They have a support system that turns it over so they don't hurt themselves, and then they'll stuff it with insulation, and it'll move itself down the track. Next. Is this the window one? This is going to be
Yes.
the window. This is rough house for windows, and the systems on the sides are drains for the rain runoff. It's put in now just for support, and when it comes time to put the window in, these 5 or 6 in the middle here will be removed. This is an exterior wall. These are bracings on the lower half here. There will be a better shot later on. They're supposed to have at least 7 nails in the bracing, but this company puts 10. It's a little bit added. Might not seem much to you, but when they come up on the road and it's rocking and rolling, those extra nails will help keep it in check. Next, please. This here is the ceiling, as you can see, and this is one of the interior walls this gentleman's working on. This yellow in the back. It's built on the other side over here, face down, and then it's moved onto this piece of equipment, which then turns it up and moves it over, and it lowers it in place. There's 2 different types of insulation. Actually, it's only 2 different colors. It all has the same R value. It's just that this company uses so much insulation that they can't have one supplier. They have to have multiple suppliers. So one company sends it out colored brown. They don't put any extra in it, and the other company is pink. That's the only difference in the insulation. Next, please. This is the ceiling that these gentlemen are working on. As you see, they're putting in the insulation. And again, here's the yellow, I don't know what they call it, that contraption. They'll slide it onto that, come down with hooks. The hooks pick it up into an upright position, and then it slowly lowers it over, and they lower it right in place. This is them putting in one of the air conditioning units. This is an exterior wall here. You can see the gentlemen on top are working on the roofing. They have the underlayment going on. It all comes on its trailers. This is the initial one. We didn't put them in any order. I just sent them all in one zip.
This one's out of place.
Yeah. This is the original. When they first come in and they put the beams down and they put the cross members, this is where it starts. As you can see, all the bats of insulation, that'll all be used within our system. Next. This is an interior wall. Gentleman putting in the plumbing over here. Next. These numbers here, I can't remember his name, Derek. This is Derek. He was our tour guide. The numbers up top, you see it's 36 inches from the end that they have to, the thickness it has to be. And the other numbers are the inspector numbers. So QC, he would on TI, and they make sure each one does something different. Like maybe 36, the QC, maybe he was the insulation guy. TI was the electrical guy, because you can see the electric is running the wall there. And again, here's the strips that they use to secure it. They have multiples, and they even put them along the bottom to make sure. That's the steel that it'll sit on when it arrives. Next, please. This is one of the walls. We had a back come down so you could see how much insulation is in there. And it's all of our walls are going to be insulated for sound and all that, since this classroom won't be disturbing that classroom. And this is where the ductwork will go, up top through there. Again, more bracings. This is just an interior shot of where the window is going to go. Again, the young lady and gentleman here working on one of them. This is like barely in the beginning. This is the first stage after you saw the one where there was just the 2 gentlemen and nothing on it, and they put up the one wall. And it moves along on a track, and it can't move down until all the inspections are done. And if someone's inspection is not completed, then he has to stay with that until it's completed. So as it moves to every station, he has to still stay with that wall or that modular until whatever was done, not checked off on their checklist. Everyone has a checklist. Next, please. This is just to show you how thick the floor is going to be. And there's a vapor barrier to make sure, just an added case, so when it's out here and it's wet in our winters, that there will be some underlayment to keep it protected. Just another shot of the interior walls. These are going to be windows and things to show. This is the initial stage here. Again, it's Derek, there's Dr. Zurcher there, putting it down, and then it just moves slowly through the system. This is the hook that carries it, and inside there's an envelope that's stuffed, and it has, like I said, everything that has to be done from this stage. And whoever inspects it signs off on it, puts it back in there, and that piece of paper will follow it throughout the entire system. Next. Just another shot of the interior walls.
Just an overview of.
Just an overview of everything. As you see, like I said, they lift up to 5,000 pounds. They told us that OSHA came in and helped them come up with this system on how to properly move these walls. So safety is a big issue, not just for the module that they're building for our kids, but for their own employees. Corner, which is just the doors and stuff to show. Exit lights show that they're working. This is the way the walls are going to look. These are our doors. Nice little window. It was a little bit of an upgrade. The doors that were originally there were really not that nice. So we've upgraded, make them nicer looking. Next, please. This is a shot of the bathroom for the children. As you can see, there's grab bars for handicapped individuals, and it's also low enough for the children to access. So it was designed with the kids in mind.
Next to that is a closet.
And yeah, that's a closet. This is the end result after this one's getting ready to be pulled out. This is just to keep it dry and windy until it arrives on site and they can be placed together. This is the exterior wall. This is where the air conditioning, no, those are windows, but if it's an exterior, that's where the air conditioning unit would go for some of them. Close up of it. And this is what it's going to look like when it gets on site. So, as you can see, there's the playground area. It's really going to look beautiful. If you get a chance, hopefully on Curriculum Fair, you can get out to the new one out there. Next, please. It's huge difference.
This is the front.
This is what the front of the building is going to look like. It's definitely something that the district can be proud of. I really have to say that there was time and effort put into this, and it's going to be beautiful, and we're starting earlier in our education process for the students in town, and I think it's a win-win all the way around. I know a lot of people complain, but I think once this is in, and I see, once people see it, they're going to realize that, yeah, this is definitely something we needed, and it's a vast improvement. Next, please. This is what it's going to look like inside. All the little kiddies having fun, learning. Next. Just another one.
This is an open area for gross motor, and indoor play, and indoor learning, but it's an area for assembly as well. There's also going to be some interactive technology in this space as well.
Next, please. This is what the back is going to look like.
There's a playground. It won't necessarily be these colors and this exact equipment, but we wanted to show that there will be a playground as well dedicated for this building.
Next, please.
I think that's
I
it.
think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Seeing none? Motion? I'm sorry?
There's no.
None?
We ready to consent.
Oh, okay.
Finance.
That's it. Finance, Liz.
Okie dokies. So, at Monday's meeting, we went from 8.1 through 8.43 and provided an overview and summary of the information, so I'd now like to read the remaining items into record. So, 8.44, addition approved JGB Sports LLC football bleachers, which we mentioned in our presentation. So I'm going to try to make some connections, if possible. 8.45, addition approved MRA International Interactive Floor and Sandbox.
That's the interactive equipment I just discussed for that area.
That was the interactive equipment for that room. 8.46, addition approved contract DI Group Architecture LLC architectural services for the primary school roof project, which was mentioned in the budget. 8.47, addition approved contract Mobile Ed Productions, elementary school social emotional learning presentation service provider for the 23-24 school year. 8.48, addition approved contract Stank Environmental DBA Safe Schools Integrated Pest Management for the 24-25 school year. 8.49, addition approved contract Sinewave Inc. Network Assessment Services for the 23-24 school year, and that is all I have this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Law. Would you continue with instruction, please?
I can continue with instruction. On Monday, 9.1 through 9.4 were read, and no additional items were placed on the agenda for this evening.
Our attorney's not here tonight,
Nope,
so
no attorney's report.
no attorney's report, nothing. Negotiation was talked about at the pre-meeting. Looks like we're making headway there. So policy and legislation, Lisa.
Policy legislation, 11.1 through 11.4 were read into the record on Monday, no new additions.
Human Resources, Mr. Bazak.
Thank you. I have 3 additions since Monday evening. Item 12.36, addition approve appoint Mariam Tawadros, high school chemistry teacher, 2024-2025 school year. Item 12.37, addition approve appoint Carissa Disney, primary school elementary learning center assistant principal, 2024-2025 school year. And item 12.38, addition approve ESL family night instructors, 2024-2025 school year.
Safety and Risk Management, Ms. Sadowski.
Thank you. There are no additional items since Monday night's meeting.
School Community Relations, Ms. Youngyao.
Thank you. Congratulations to our Rambotics team for winning the first Mid-Atlantic Warren Hills District event. This is the first time in the history of the team where they have won a competition. Rambotics was the captain of their alliance that upset the #1 alliance in the finals twice. The Warren Hills competition was attended by 32 teams from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Maryland from March 22nd to March 24th. After 64 qualification matches, Rambotics was ranked 3rd overall with a record of 9-3. Rambotics was the captain of Alliance 2 with 4285 Camo Bots from Honesdale High School and 4652 Ironmen 2 from Don Bosco Prep. In the playoffs, the Rams were able to make the finals where they faced Alliance 1, and the team is extremely proud of the effort from all team members and excited to continue winning events in the future. So congratulations to Rambotics. And I'd also like to mention that I went to the Unsung Hero Award dinner along with Dr. Boucher and Matt Crouch, and the award recipient was Emmanuel. Dr. Boucher mentioned to me that when she first came to the school, she immediately picked up and started helping other students and has not stopped since. So thank you very much for that, and congratulations. That's all for this evening.
Okay, I'm next. School Board. They had their budget meeting again on Monday night. He reached out to me, said that he wouldn't be able to attend, but he has been in contact with me throughout the months, so it's definitely improvement over the past. PTA Liaison, Sadowski.
Thank you. I do have a couple updates. The primary school PTA is currently selling tie-dye t-shirts. They are on sale until May 10th. You can purchase them on the PTA's Member Hub website. I believe the website address is on their Facebook page as well as available in the ERAM. They are also sponsoring a family STEM night on Friday, May 3rd. The tickets are free. You just have to register that you need a ticket. And Fun Day is going to take place
on May 31st. I spoke with Mr. Hackett, and he's the president of the PTA at the primary school, and as well as the rest of the PTA, would like to thank South River Police Department, South River Fire Department, as well as the High School Ambassadors Program for their help in running some activities this year. For the elementary school, they are selling Ram socks until April 29th. Again, you can find all that ordering information on their Facebook page. I do believe they're ordering through Member Hub, and that information is also available in the ERAM. And planning is underway for their fun day that's going to be held on Friday, June 7th. And I believe that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. South River Public Library Liaison, Mr. Boozin.
Well, finally, they had a good Thursday. So at 9 o'clock today, they had the first walking club around Daly's Pond, and it was a big success. May 3rd is Star Wars party at 3:30. Today and parts of the week, they're having a craft swap donations at the library. Yoga is still on Mondays. May 4th, they're having a Star Wars Marathon movie showing at the library. And May 21st is an adult craft for tie-dyeing. And on May 23rd is a meditation class. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Boozin. Student Board Representative, Manuela.
Okay, thank you. I have a little list right here. So I want to start with the decision day that's coming. I think this is relevant since I'm a senior and for the upcoming seniors as well. And you can also follow along with the decisions that are being posted. Every commit that a student makes, they have an opportunity to send their information to the account. And you can check that on SRHS 2024 commits. Second thing we have is our Sherlock Holmes play. It's happening tomorrow and Saturday. Doors open at 6:30, but the show starts at 7. You have an opportunity to buy a ticket tomorrow or at the door. I would like also to, of course, thank the board again for allowing us to rehearse today. That was really appreciated. Some other things about that were also mentioned on the budget was the attention that are appreciated by students is the attention to the cafeteria food and the reforms such as the courtyard that's getting real nice and the dance room. I heard that students are mostly very excited for all the dance classes, so that's very appreciated as well. Again, by student ambassadors, as a member, I think it's important to bring that up. We helped with the parent-teachers conferences, and we're also helping with the Scholastic Fair and the Fun Days that's going to happen. So parents, I think it's really nice as well to encourage your students to enjoy for this cause. And I think that's it for today.
Thank you very much. It's good to see the students getting involved and being happy with what's going on. Thank you very much. Okay, we have no attorney. Mr. Parton's not here. Any old or new business to come before the board?
Yes, Mr. Nielsen, I know I spoke briefly Monday night about the grants, and tonight, this evening during the budget presentation, we had got to see how much grants we really receive in this district and how much they're needed. And I want to thank Camilla again, our Assistant Business Administrator, and all staff members who apply and secure these grants for this. They're much needed, and it's a big benefit for our students, and I want to thank them.
Very well said, Mr. Bezak. Thank you. Payment of bills.
Me. The Finance Committee recommends that all bills presented, having been certified by the School Business Administrator, Board Secretary, be paid as listed, and I so move.
Motion?
Second.
At this time,
All in favor?
all in favor? Thank you, John.
Aye.
At this time, we'll open again the meeting for the reception of visitors. Anything you'd wish to speak about? Keep your comments to 10 minutes. Name, address, please. Someone? Yep, come on up to the microphone. Please up to the microphone. State your name and address, please.
Hi, my name is Yabu Sariske. Live on 21 Stanton Street. I was just wondering if there's going to be any extra funding for healthcare in the school nursing department.
Can you be a little bit more specific as to what you're looking for?
I saw that 2 safety and health program coordinators were appointed, and I was just wondering if there's anything else program-wise, or if the school nurses and we're getting any type of extra funding.
So the school nurses, again, worked with their supervisor, who is our Director of Student Services, Mr. Crouch. They met with Mr. Crouch and they spoke to him about what they needed for their department, what they would need for replacements, for replenishment, and they have their own budget and their own line as well. So they absolutely have a dedicated budget to meet their needs also.
Okay. That's it. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Anyone else?
Good evening, board members. My name is Carissa Disney. I currently serve as the supervisor of curriculum and instruction for South River for the last 2 years. It has been a wonderful experience, but moving on July 1st, I am going to serve as the VP for the Early Learning Center. I can't be more excited. I can't wait to work with Dr. Lieberman closely, and I love it here. I love the staff, I love the students, and it is going to be amazing. So, thank you.
Thank you for that enthusiasm.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? First call, second call, third call. Close the public portion. Motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. That's the end.